Hello and welcome back to Rollercoaster Tycoon, where we got ourselves a very nice coaster, which has no guests. Now why is that? Not because it's very nice, but because Derpy Me actually forgot to remove those banners. So let's do that first, before we do anything else really, because yeah, really great gameplay there. Anyway, we got that fixed now, it was quite nice and easy. This park really, we are in the final month, 27th of September. That means that we only got 1 month left. And if we take a look at our park, we also got space for just one coaster left. So, this is like the perfect planning really. We will have the whole park filled up at the end of the year. And we'll also have it completed. Well, unless all our coasters crash at once and all the trains were completely filled up, then we might lose a guest or 300. And well, even if they die, even if 300 of them die, we'll still complete the level. So yeah, we got the park in the pocket, and we still got a coaster left to build. And we got 10 grants now, and because our park is so incredibly profitable, I think that we could get away with building this, despite it being crazy expensive. I think we can get away with it. I hope at least. We're gonna try it regardless. So, yeah. Before we do that though, I think it wouldn't be such a bad idea to do a quick pricing check on stuff. With the guest enabled, of course. Everything's looking good. Over here too. This one though, I think that the maze, yeah, the maze needs some adjusting. That's definitely true. So I'll lower that to 50 cents, like that. And for the rest, everything seems to be still adequately priced. Looking at it, just from a glance. Thorough glance though, the expert's glance. Yeah, everything's good. Right then, so, ooh, and you know what we actually kind of forgot? The truffle experience, we never really checked the ratings on it, so... Oh my god, look at that, a freaking 7 in the ratings. And that, despite the fact that, I mean, in terms of track design, it's nothing special really. I mean, it goes up, it has a drop, and then it has like another drop or 3, but they're all like staged. So yeah, in terms of track design, it's like meh, at least according to my own standards. But in terms of ratings, it is amazing. Good. Well then, time to build the final coaster, I'd say. Now let's just get the right view. I think that this is a nice angle. So yeah, time to build it, right? Oh. Well, let's build that first then, because that is a lot easier to just slam down, right? Now, I just said, in the previous video, that over here is still some space left for one final ride. I mean over here though. I know that this is a bit of a back end of the park, but this should really, make up for that. In terms of ride performance, I don't think it will do all that well because of its placement. Oh. Yeah, especially over there, because I can't place it there. But I don't really mind that, It's more like so that the whole park looks filled up. It doesn't look like just some ragtag collection of rides and empty gaps in it. Because right now, I think we got a decent coverage of rides, Everything's well spread apart here. Which is how it should be. So, alright, we'll open that up. And all we need to do really is just name it. I mean, there's no coloring I want to mention, which is just brown and grey anyway. So, how about we are gonna call this that's a good one. How are we gonna call this? How about a haunting? A vitamin haunting. I don't know if that makes any sense. It's not scary to just hear it. Wow, have you been on a vitamin haunting? Maybe instead of ghosts and skulls flying at you, you'll get, bottles of orange juice flying at you. Well, that would be scary, right? Well, not really, unless they aim at your head. Anyway, yeah, we'll hook it up. I mean, it's more like, you know, just so that we got it and done, really. Add it to the rest of the park, you know, add it to the collection of rides that we already had. Good. Now we will add another handy dude just for this, and previously we also just built the coaster, so I think that we could also get away with like adding another set of these dudes out here. And another entertainer too, you know, like soldier. We'll get a loose mechanic too. Now then, that's a lot of stuff. I think that right now is the perfect moment to truly start on this coaster. And we got 10 grand now, where before the Haunter Mansion we got 8. So yeah, in terms of profitability we should be easily able to afford this. So here it goes then. We'll disable the supports for this. Do it like this. Yes. Exit at the back so that we can have quick surface to the coaster if it has a station brake failure. Alright. Now, oh crap. I need that lifted. Like this. Good. This is how it should be. So, I saw some red text flashing by, but I kind of totally forgot to read it. Now then, I think that, you know, we'll go to height 30. Oh, that's height 29. We'll go to height 30, I said. You know what, we can actually do with like one of those. Yeah, look at that. Height 31 even. And we'll go down. Because we need to do that anyway. Alright, look at this. We run into our coaster straight away. Dang it. Not good, not good. Alright, we'll get an... Oh, I'm looking at our cash though, and it is kind of dwindling pretty fast, despite me thinking that we would be able to make a nice and big coaster out of this. I'm having second thoughts about it all of a sudden. Well, we'll have to see where, you know, where we can get this. Oh, that's actually the roller coaster being in the way. Alright, so that is more or less a dead end. So instead, we will go up. Coming from height 30, if we do it like this, look. Loop to the left, I think. Yeah, to the left. That will work, and it will have nice speed at which it's going through it. And in fact, looking at this, if I were to go up here now, yeah, maybe if I were to go up just a little bit sooner. Is this? It is. Now that is amazing. And we're coming from height 30, so we might as well do it like this. It should have enough speed to make it through this, really. Ooh, you know what would be really cool? No, we don't have enough speed to pull that one off yet. But I was thinking about, you know, having a corkscrew and then a half loop. But I don't think that will work out so well, so we won't. No, the idea was good. Well, we could do that now, I suppose. I mean, we got a bit of track length behind us, so look, special track pieces for the win. Then we'll do a nice helix down large, helix down. Yeah, no, we'll stick with large. Wow, and now we're running out of cash pretty dang quickly. Not so good now, is it? Alright, maybe in hindsight this coaster might be a tad bit too expensive for us, but there's no going back on it now. So, yeah, we'll just continue. You know what? I'm actually thinking of going down over here. Like this. Alright, now we should be able to go below the water ride. And because we are kind of short on cash, I'm also gonna try and see this back to the station. Yeah, I think that wouldn't be such a bad idea now, wouldn't it? Damn, man. Wait, this thing is expensive. A lot more expensive than I thought it would be, really, if I'm honest. But, alright. well, you know, it is what it is, really. Let's see here. How are we gonna get this back to the station nice and tidy, though? It's a good question. That is the lime of lime in the way. Ah, you gotta be shitting me. Right at the end? Really? Game. Oh my god. Look at what it's trying to do to us. It's a good thing that we got such a good buffer of gas, you know, a big surplus of gas, really. Because, game, that's so cheesy. Anyway, yeah, look at that. Our mechanic was already fixing it, yeah. It was just a few milliseconds too late. Game, I've had enough of your cheese. Don't do this anymore. Do this at home. Not in my parks, please. Now then, if we can... Oh man, that is gonna rack up some G's that the guests won't like, really, but... I don't really see any other way, so yeah, we'll do it like this. Give it a test ride. Now, because it's so expensive, I kind of would have wanted a bit more track over here, but... Well, you know, we kind of lack the cash for that. So, unfortunately, it's a bit empty, but... Ah, well, you can't always roll 6 on a dice, as I would say. So, well, we'll have to do with this. But this coaster isn't anything bad. Well, I'm saying that we don't have ratings. So, it's a bit premature to say that, maybe, but... I'm just gonna assume that it will have, like, 6.5. Maybe 7 in the ratings. Pretty decent coaster type. So it shouldn't be so bad, really. Now then, we will get a handy dude here. Yes, a handy dude. We will get a fixed mechanic because we have seen how useful they are. Yes, fixed mechanic. Now go back to your zone and never leave. If you have to go to the toilet, bad luck. No, we're not that cruel to our staff, really. But oh, look at the G's there. They are pretty high up there. Oh, and we finished it before we got test result. Wow, we got a company value of 30k actually. Pretty good. Now, who was it that did this? It was me. Me. Now, how about damage? That looks a lot better. Good. Good, good. But we're not finished yet because I want to know how good this coaster is. Well, we have built better, but then again, I really feel that, you know, our financial situation is the thing that keeps this coaster back. It's nothing bad, really. I mean, 6.5 is good, but it could be a lot more if we had more cash. So, and now that, you know, we finished the park and all that, well, I kind of don't really need to pause the game anymore, so... We will name and shame this, and how about we're gonna call this the... oh, you got peach and you got nectarine or whatever. How about we're gonna call this neck? Reen. Reen. I don't know if you write it like that, but pretty good name for a coaster. And how are we gonna color this? Let's do that with a bit more zoomed out look, so we can look at the bigger picture, right? This... It does fit in quite well, actually, with the rest of that part. Yeah, go with a bit darker lining. Doesn't look bad at all, if you ask me. Maybe with some yellowish supports. I am totally seeing this happen, really. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I approve. Alright, well, I guess it's decided then. And these red cars, well, maybe we need to change that to this red, maybe. Yeah, alright, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Now then, well, we finished the park, but this is quite a short video. And, you know, I think it would be cool if we, you know, as, well, like, at least some scenery that we'll be doing. I'm not gonna do much, but this will be, like, the only scenery that we'll do in this park. Fruit tree, fruit. So they are actually fruit trees. Anyway, we'll put like these trees out here. They're more of like the same orchard style, really. So, alright. Well, if it's in the way, it's in the way. So much I can do about it. Let's see here. So that is all covered. I'll just continue like this over here. And then like this. Alright, so most of it is covered by coaster, really. Maybe that's just a bad choice of tree planting location on my part, but no, well, not much we can do about it. So, we're making our own fruit yard here. I think it doesn't look so bad, really. You know, it fits nice with like the rest of the park. And that way this whole place doesn't look so incredibly empty as it did, you know, just moments ago. Because I did thought that this was like a bit too empty looking, you know, compared to the rest of the park. Alright, so far so good. Yeah, then we'll put like a few more over here and there. Good, done. Well then, let's take a look at what our park looks like now that everything's finished. I think it looks quite good actually, and these trees make it look a lot less void. And this park really, I mean, if I'm honest, this park could have been a real world park. The coasters aren't that crazy that they could never exist really. They're all moderate tracks. Some with high ratings and all, I have to admit, but there's nothing crazy like we had in the Magic Quarters, where it was just a spaghetti of tracks. So yeah, I think that this park, again, you know, is one of the better looking parks. Of course, the Magic Quarters is the best, there's no questioning that. Well, it's quite a good looking park, I have to say. And let's just take a quick look at like what our ride's performance has been, you know. Which ride was the best? Profit? The Vitamin Bomb. That's actually our steel coaster. So that's pretty well, amazing. And the Straw and Berry, first coaster we built, still the most popular. And look at that, made us 20 grand. Pretty decent. Bittersweet Lime. Yeah, even this spot, I mean this coaster over here has a terrible location. It has another coaster right next to it. It's at the back end of the park, yet still it makes us this much profit. Can you imagine how amazing the guests think it is? Yeah, pretty good, man, pretty good. Wow. Yeah, I think this park looks really good, you know. I think the coasters especially, they're kept a bit more realistic. And even though the ratings aren't all that great because of it, I think that, you know, it served the looks of the park all the more. And these wooden coasters, I think they're cool. I think they're good. So yeah, there you have it, Fruit Farm Park. I thought it would be much more challenging than it has been, but well, you know, me with all the pauses in the game and all that, it made it quite easy, quite a cakewalk. And now we know that we are capable of 1,300 guests in just 2 years of time without any advertising and with a crap load of trees. Well, we also had a crap load of rides available, so yeah, but still 1,300 guests, you know, new benchmark. And on that bombshell, I'd say join me next time when we will play more Rollercoaster Tycoon.